The article I chose for the second article critique is entitled Diverse Approaches to Multicultural Music. This article was written by Doug Goodkin, a teacher in the San Francisco school system. The particular school that he teaches in is recognized as being highly diverse and includes students from elementary through 8th grade. Because of the diversity of this particular school, Mr. Goodkin's work within his own classroom makes this particular article particularly useful. In it, there are 6 approaches to integrating multicultural music outlined, as well as a framework for implementing some of the ideas that are proposed within this article. The 6 approaches that are outlined include study of specific cultures, using thematic songs within that can be found within those cultures, celebrating the music of specific cultures throughout the school year, exploring instruments found within varying cultures, exploring how musical concepts vary from culture to culture, and how the goals of music within each culture vary. So the study, if you will, that takes place within this article draws from a need to incorporate multicultural music within the classroom, as is becoming an increasing pressure across the country. The particular need for this study arose as Mr. Goodkin sought ways to incorporate multicultural music as pressure from administrators in his particular school system increased for him to do so. Given the nature of the article, there really isn't a research question presented. It's more of a framework for things that have been implemented within the classroom. The classroom specifically ranges from elementary through 8th grade, as I stated previously. The most significant downfall of his article is that it is not greatly based scientifically. It's more of observational notes. Mr. Goodkin outlines the 6 approaches that he uses and the effects of doing those, as has been the case with a great deal of the research that I've found on this particular topic. However, because it is things that have been utilized specifically within his classroom, it does make it quite useful to recreate. Particularly interesting, I think, is how he mentions incorporating authentic instruments and other artifacts from varying cultures within your classroom, which is something that's been noted in several of the other articles that I've found throughout this process. As I've said, I think the biggest concerns with this article is that it is not scientifically based. There is not a clear set of procedures outlined, so I think it is implied that the procedures for this are the educational sequence that takes place within the classroom. I think the biggest area for improvement is to provide that scientific backing and help make it a little bit more reproducible. There is a great deal of implication and reading into the scenario that has to take place in order to recreate it into one's own classroom. But I do think that it is a useful article and that it does provide a clear set of suggestions to try within our own classroom. And it does provide some references to continue exploration on this topic. So for that, I do think it is a useful resource.